Good morning, Tigers. I'm Seth.
And I'm Max, and today it's Wednesday, December 14th. It's a B Day. Also, it's officially More Good Today Day, National Energy Conservation Day, National Free Shipping Day, Monkey Day, and Roast Chestnuts Day.
Those are weird holidays, Max.
I know, right?
Okay, you want to hear something super funny?
Let's hear it.
Oh yeah. Well, what did the pig say when it was hot outside?
I don't know. What?
I'm baking out here.
They're dying back there. Sorry about that, Tigers. Here are your weekly announcements.
Yeah, Tigers, I am Nathaniel Burchak.
Hello Tigers, I am Moss.
Last month, we celebrated Native American Heritage Month. November was a time to celebrate our culture, and we hope you all did. We acknowledge what our elders and ancestors have gone through and are excited to grow our Indigenous Student Union at Tigard High.
This past month of November is a time to enlighten our community with the uncommon challenges that our elders and ancestors had to go through. This month is also meant to celebrate our cultures with our communities and to also better educate them about our culture.
Our past isn't written on paper, instead it is told in spirits, and our elders are the doorways to our past.
U.S. President George H.W. Bush declared on August 3, 1990 that the month of November is National Native Indian Heritage Month, also known as Native American Heritage Month.
A few weeks ago, the school board all voted yes to have the school district recognize Native American Heritage Month.
The Indigenous Student Union has brought in artifacts that come from multiple tribes, some of the tribes being the Karuk tribe, the Navajo Wada clan, the Mojave tribe, and the Mechipada tribe. All of the native artifacts that have been brought in are on display at the school's main entrance display case.
If you recognize or want to learn more about your Indigenous heritage roots, please reach out to 26 Waggle M at ttscstudents.org.
Good morning, Tigers. I'm Reese. I'm being told this is Reggie, and we're doing this week's segment of the Tiger Tickets. The freshman winners are London Melrig and Valerie Partita. The sophomore winners, Madison Raspberry and Natalie Wilhood. The junior winners are Ollie Bakke and Kelly Bennett. And the senior winners are Abigail McNatt and Jonathan Vasquez.
Hey, have you ever had any questions about your ASB stickers or maybe what they're about? Today we brought in some staff to answer some questions about it. Today we have Mr. Bailey, our principal, and we got some questions for him. First up, we wanted to know, what do students typically pay for when they get their ASB stickers?
Yeah, so if you have an ASB sticker, one of the most obvious ways is you automatically get free entrance into all varsity athletic events at Tigard High School if they're in the regular season. And we also have an agreement with our league, the Three Rivers League, so most of the schools are going to honor that as well. So if you go to a football game or a basketball game or to some other athletic events at other schools in our league, you get into those for free. But other things that students get access to, they get reduced ticket prices for dances. Sometimes we'll do some gear or some spirit gear or some t-shirts, and you might get reduced rates on those if you have the sticker or not. So there's a lot of different ways that you can save money by just spending a little bit of money at the beginning of each year.
That's good. I didn't know about the merch part.
Yeah.
Why might we have ASB at all?
So obviously events and things cost money. When we're buying supplies or we're buying items or decorations or things like that, if we're going to put on a dance, it costs money to put on a dance, and then obviously there's some monies that you can fundraise afterwards. So what an ASB account does is it stands for Associated Student Body, and those monies go to Associated Student Body expenses that we have. Typically for the things that we're collecting money for through the ASB stickers, they're school-wide type events. So when you see ASB and leadership doing something at lunch out in the hallways, or if they're decorating the halls, or if they're putting on events like the parade during homecoming, in order to buy materials and buy supplies and to do those things, to put on those kind of community events, that's where some of the money goes.
That's good. That's great to know. Thank you. And what are some rules that we may not know about ASB stickers? Because we did have some problems, some of the students with going to other schools and not having the ASB price honored?
Yeah, and so I know we had one of our Three Rivers League events earlier this year. It was a football game where some of our students were not allowed in using that, and so that's some clarification that we have to have with our principals and our athletic directors in the league. So we're try to communicate those out as best we can. But other rules and regulations, when you think about ASB dollars, have to be spent on students. So we can't take ASB, Associated Student Body dollars, and do a teacher appreciation. We appreciate our teachers, but we have to find other monies to do that. All of the money from ASB has to directly support and go to the students of Tigard High School.
That's great. That's good to know. So I know we talked a little bit about the playoffs and all that, but could you get a little bit more specific?
Yeah, so we talked a little bit about other schools, and we try to have the league agreement for our Three Rivers League. But sometimes we have preseason contests with teams outside of our league, and we can't control whether or not they're going to allow those at those events. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But the big one that students need to know is it does not go towards playoff events. So in any of our sporting contests, all of those prices are dictated by the OSAA. We don't make any money off of the gate for playoff events. We have to take that money and write a check to the OSAA for it. And so ASB stickers do not count. League passes don't count for that. Parent passes don't count for that. We have to do OSAA playoff separate.
So overall, how much money comes in from ASB stickers?
So it varies year by year, depending on how many students purchase them. What we've seen though at Tigard High School and some other neighboring schools in the area is that since the pandemic has kind of changed the way that we go about our business, our revenue from ASB sales has dropped significantly, which means we're able to do less for our students and our student body and school-wide activities because we don't have the money in. In years past, we would bring in anywhere from $20,000 to sometimes $30,000 from ASB sticker sales alone. That again, like we talked about earlier, all of that money goes directly back to the students and to the student body. This last year, I don't know the exact number that came in, but for this current school year, it is significantly less. So our leadership teacher, Mr. Abel, and others in the building are having to reduce what we can and cannot do for students because we just don't have the money.
So what's the price tag of the ASB sticker?
Yeah, so it's $30 to buy an ASB sticker, and as we talked about, that gets us into all of our regular season games. It gets reduced rates on a lot of other things throughout the school year. So it's a really good deal to do it. And then it costs $30, and out of that $30, $20 goes directly to the ASB and leadership class for their school-wide events. $5 goes towards the yearbook because that is a school-wide publication to capture the events that happen over the course of the year. And $5 goes into kind of our journalism. So when we're running Tigard Today, when we're running articles in the PAW, to be able to take care of equipment and needs and supplies for our school-wide publication. So again, thinking about anything that happens in the building for every student. So $20 through ASB and leadership, $5 for yearbook, and $5 for publications.
All right, that's great. And thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
And a big thank you to Mr. Bailey for making this episode possible. There you have it, Tigers. If you have any more questions, please contact Mr. Bailey in the main office. We'd be happy to help.